Okay, for this next experiment, this is called chromatography. We're going to separate different pigment colors. So what you're going to need to start with is a pair of scissors and a coffee filter. It doesn't matter what shape the filter is, but what we're going to do is we're going to create 4 strips of coffee filter paper. So as long as they're about the same size, it doesn't have to be exact, but you're going to cut it into 4 different strips, 1 for each color. Okay guys, this part might require an extra set of hands to help you, but what I did was I took my 4 strips and I taped them onto a chopstick. You could use a pen or a pencil or whatever, a straw, anything. And then you're going to draw 1 color of each dot. So you're gonna have red, green, black, and blue. And you wanna make sure that the dots are at the same level. So I've just used this little piece of cardboard from the marker box to make sure that my dots are about the same level to each other. You're gonna wanna leave some space below because the idea is we're going to submerge these in water, but we're only going to have the water touching the first section of each strip. So we do not want to cover the dots with water. So I'm gonna use this container and I'm gonna set my strips of paper into it like this. So I'm gonna have something that looks like this. So I need to make sure that my water line in the container touches the pieces of coffee filter, but does not touch the different colored dots. So I'm just gonna slowly add water until all 4 strips of paper have the bottom submerged, but we do not want to fill the water up to where the colored dots are. Okay, so I've now added my water, and if I look inside the container, you can see that the bottom of each strip is dipped in water, but not up to the colored dots. So we're gonna now leave it for some time, and then we're gonna come back and observe it. Okay, so this has been about a 5-minute time lapse since the last recording. And what do we notice happening here? If I look at my red dot, oops, sorry, dropped my tape. If I look at my red dot, you can see that it's definitely moved. So the ink has traveled up the paper. It still looks pretty red though. If I look at my green dot, what do I notice happening here? I can actually see a couple of different colors appearing, and the green is starting to look a little bit more like blue and yellow pigments that are showing there. This one was my black dot. So I'm seeing a lot of different colors here. I know it's maybe harder for you guys to see through the camera, but I can see some red, I see a bit of black, lots of blue ink, looks like some greenish yellow colors in there. And then my 4th one, which was the blue dot, it's also moved and traveled. The ink has traveled up the coffee filter, but it still looks mostly blue to me. I'm not really seeing any other colors in there. So again, we'll look the red. That was the green dot. This was the black one, and this was the blue one. So I encourage you to try it with any and all colors. This was just 4, but you can pick any color of marker. Pick orange, pick purple, pick whatever colors you have, and try it out.